Caucus member, Congressman Ted Yoho.
I'm either going into a meeting or coming out.
Congressman, can you hear us?
I can.
Very good to have you, sir. Where do you stand on this?
On the health care bill, I'm a no right at the present moment.
What would make you a yes? The president, I guess, wants to know.
Yeah, we talked earlier today. 100% repeal. Everybody in the Republican side of Congress, including the president, voted or ran on 100% repeal and replacement. This bill leaves in the architecture or scaffolding of the Affordable Care Act. With the exchanges, with the refundable tax credits, and its government control of health care. It does not expand the markets for the free market until 2020s, until the third bucket gets done. And I've been here for 4 years. That would be probably into the next Congress, and we can't judge what the next Congress will do. So it's imperative that we do it this Congress.
You know, one of the things, sir, that the president, I guess, raised when he was on Capitol Hill, maybe he was doing it again with you, is that, look, guys, we're in serious problems here if this doesn't happen. We could lose the midterms, lose control of the House and the Senate. Was it deemed a threat to you or what?
No, I didn't see it as a threat at all. You know, and that's one way of looking at this. But my opinion is, if we don't get this right, I think we're more in jeopardy of losing control of the House, the Senate, and, you know, who knows about the executive branch. And nobody here wants health care not to be fixed. We just want to make sure we do it right. We ran on repeal and replacement. This, again, is not repealing it. And I think do better. My recommendation is we put a pause. Let's get the things that'll make everybody get to yes on this. One of the things that we introduced was the hold harmless bill that would hold insurance companies harmless to the mandates of the Affordable Care Act, the essential health benefits, so that they could draft right now, Neil, and start marketing insurance plans that would bypass the restrictions of the Affordable Care Act. That would open up the market. That would allow my family and myself to buy insurance outside of the exchanges or the mandates or the requirements of the Affordable Care Act. Until that happens, our insurance premiums are going to go up, and this is one of the things that would get me to almost a yes on this, if we could get to that point.
Do you think, or is it just extra dramatic, that this would be an embarrassing failing, and that was kind of Sean Spicer's message for a new president and loses on this because everything would get sort of slammed back, including the tax cut stuff and all the rest. Do you agree with that?
No, not at all. I mean, personally, I'd rather have an embarrassing moment up front that I can fix something that's going to be long-term for generations to come, you know, because this is really, you know, for the posterity of this nation, this is something that we're going to hang on the future generations for years. And if we go down the path that we are, my fear is it's going to stay an entitlement. It's going to grow into a bigger entitlement that the American people are going to be stuck with for the rest of their lives. And we can't afford the mandatory spending curves we're on now. We cannot sustain them as a nation. As you know, we're heading to do exactly what Puerto Rico and Greece is doing, and we have to be more diligent at what we do here.
Do you think the president would make life difficult for you if you end up doing as you say?
No, not at all. I just don't see that, and
okay.
You know, that has no bearing on my decision. I ran on a principle. In fact, I left a very comfortable lifestyle. I didn't do this for a job. This was for a cause, and that cause was partly to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act, and I'm pretty hell-bent on delivering on that promise.
Well, it certainly sounds like that, sir. Thank you very much. Good seeing you.
Hey, I appreciate it.